Hey guys, going to do a little experiment today. Um, I've never done it, so that's why I'm calling it an experiment. We're going to see. Uh, for all you Lawn Boy followers, you know how difficult it is to get cylinders and pistons. So I've thought about this for a long time, and I want to see if I can sleeve a cylinder. I have gotten sleeve from LA Sleeves. They actually come in a 6-inch sleeve, so I've already cut it down to actually I can get 2 sleeves out of this one. So if it works, I can do 2. And what I've done here is, let me show you. Pardon the mess here, I've got other projects going too. Um, I've made a jig to set this up in, and I made this a couple years ago in anticipation of doing this, and I just have never got around to it. But this is it's a pretty heavy wall. I've got it welded on the inside, and the inside is all cut down so that it should be a flat surface. And this will actually be, the cylinder goes up inside of it, and then is bolted. Let's see here if I can get a couple of them going. This is how I propose to hold it, and you can see that there's good access for the tool cutter and everything there, and that's the plan. Is I want to see if I can get this down. It's going to take with the dimensions of the sleeve, it's going to take almost all of the existing sleeve out. There's going to be a little bit left, and that's it's unknown what we're going to get into. I've never done it. I don't know anybody that's ever done it. So if anybody's got some insight on this that you don't mind sharing, that'd be great. If you're watching this, then it either worked or I don't mind sharing my failure with you, one or the other. So either way, we're going to see how it works. It may not work at all, but there again it might. So, and my plan is to let me get this cylinder back out of here. Is to cut the ports afterwards. I can set this up in the bridge port, and I've already got an end mill that will cut through. This way I can just set it up on a compound plate and cut these. The exhaust will be easy, but these 4 transfer ports are the most difficult part. But I can't see any way to really do it well before I install the sleeve. So that's my plan. So let me get to setting this thing up, and I'll take you along with me. So stand by for that. All right, I've got the cylinder bolted into the fixture, and I'm going to go ahead and fasten it down. I've got it pretty well centered. Not as good as it's going to let me do it. So we're going to work from there, I think. Okay, I've made a couple of light passes just to see where I'm at. Let me get another light here. So we've got just a little bit of area here that hadn't cleaned up yet. Made two passes through here, and it's it'll probably clean up on this one or the next one. I'm going to take another light pass, see where I'm at. Let's see, another 4,000. See where we're at here. I'm just going 1.5 on my feed. Just slow, I'm not in any hurry. I think that's going to clear it up this time. Kind of hard to see down in that blind hole, but once it cleans up, you won't be able to see much at all. Right, I think we're real close here. According to my calculations, I need to take another thousandths out. I've just adjusted the boring bar for another thousandths. So we'll see where we end up here. Should be real close. You can see the aluminum, most of the cast sleeve is gone. Of course, all of it that's stuck above, and you can see the aluminum where they cast the cylinder around the sleeve. I'm going for a 3/1000 interference fit. I've got the new sleeve in the freezer already, been there overnight. What I'll do is I'll remove the cylinder from the fixture and put it in the oven at about 200 degrees for an hour or so, and then it should just drop together. That's the plan. And I think you can see, well, no, you can't. Let me get you. You can see a step in the bottom of the cylinder. That's where the basically the head starts. So that's where the sleeve is going to go down and seal against that step. Okay, we've had the cylinder in the oven for about an hour and a half at 400 degrees, and I've had the sleeve in the freezer for about a day. So let me go get it and we'll get on with it. Okay, it's in, and over to the press to hold it down. Okay, we've got it under pressure, just so that as it cools, it can't lift back up, and that's what they say. So we'll let it cool. Alright, there's our first transfer port. Let's see if I can get you up here so you can see what's going on. I think you can see it. We'll get light. There's our first port. So let me get it set up for the next one. Okay, it's set up for the other one. really hard to keep this. I've got to have that rubber underneath there to protect the fins. That's why I kind of want to hold on to it so I can tell if it's wanting to move on me. Just try to take it slow. Just keeps wanting to slide up on me there. Shouldn't really need oil on it, but I think I'll put a little. Maybe it'll help keep the chatter down. I'm going to have to fix something else here. You're going to have to hold still that time. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit. There's our new one we just cut. There's the last one. It's like everybody's staying put where it ought to put, or it ought to be rather. So let me get these other two. My setup on this is I've actually got a spark plug in the bottom where that I can clamp it in the vise, and of course the rubber here to protect the fins, and then two clamps holding it down. This one was giving me problems before because it was kind of leaned back, and it was wanting to pull that way. All the vibration was just wanting to pull it this way. It looks like I've got it where I need it now, so we'll see how the other two go. Hi guys. As luck would have it, I dropped my bit end mill on the last hole, and of course it's carbide and it shattered into several pieces. So I had to order another one. I was getting ready to do my last hole for the transfers. I actually needed to order a different end mill for the exhaust ports. They're 7/16 instead of 3/8. So I had to do the order anyway, but I really didn't want to waste $70 on another bit. But anyhow, that's the way it works sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this video up, and when I get those Monday or Tuesday, then I can finish up, because we've got a lot to do yet. I've got the one last transfer port to put in, then I've got to put the 3 exhaust, then I've got to set it back up into the fixture that I made for honing and boring, to bore it out to the piston size, because the sleeves come, they're not bored for the size of the piston, so you've got to fit them yourself. So anyhow, we're about done with it, but it probably halfway. But that's the way it works sometimes. Is you just you're ginning along pretty good, and all of a sudden, no more gin. So maybe it'll be beer tonight. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you can give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And we'll get back on it as soon as I get some tooling. Thanks for going along for the ride, and I'll see you on the next video.